Hi, you have joined Wiltshire College's open event on the Association of Accounting Technician courses on the Salisbury campus. Now, I'm using Click Meeting for the first time. Hopefully everything's working your end and you're able to see and hear me. If you can't see or hear me, I wonder if you could just pop a message in the chat box to let me know, and I'll do what is necessary to send to make it work. But hopefully everything is going according to plan already. So, AAT courses at Salisbury. First of all, my name is Andy Hankin. I'm the accounting teacher at Wiltshire, Wiltshire College Salisbury campus. So thanks for joining today. I'm not just going to talk about the courses at Salisbury, but first, because it might be that I'm talking about something you need to know about. As we go along, I've had a message saying my internet connection is unstable, but hopefully it's still working. I've got quite a Wi-Fi here. Hopefully it's still working. I'll ignore that message. If you have got a question, pop it in the chat box, or I do believe if you activate your microphone, you can ask me. And please do that. Please interact as we go along if you are able to do so. I'm recording the meeting, and that means if anyone was unable to attend today, they can see it later. So let's start off by thinking about what AAT is. It's going a bit worry at my end, trying to change to the next screen. There it is. So AAT stands for Association of Accounting Technicians. It's a professional accounting body. It's like half a step towards becoming a chartered or a certified. They're suitable for people who work in an accounts environment already, or people who might think they want to work in an accounts environment in the future, considering a career change. Or maybe just people who want to know a little bit more about accounts. You've got your own business and you want to minimize the cost that you pay to your accountant every year, maybe do more of your accounting recording and rather your accountant a bag of receipts at the end of the year and say, do my accounts. If you can do more work your end, then you're going to minimize the bill to your account. Okay, there's 3 levels: level 2, level 3, level 4. And I think this is probably the thing that you need to be aware of right at the start. All of the units on all of the levels are assessed by exams, and those exams are on computer. Some exams are computer marked, and you get the result about half an hour later. Some of these exams are marked by human beings, and they take 6 weeks to come through. Okay, let's have a look at the different levels then. Before we start talking about the courses specifically at Salisbury campus, part of Wiltshire College, there's level 2. Now, at level 2, you can do a foundation certificate in accounting, or you can do a foundation certificate in bookkeeping. Now, the units that you study for the level 2 course are bookkeeping transactions and bookkeeping controls. Now, those 2 units are common to both the certificate in accounting and the certificate in bookkeeping, but the certificate in bookkeeping is just those 2 units. Learning the double entries, learning the fundamentals of double entry bookkeeping, and then some bookkeeping controls like bank reconciliation statements and some other stuff on top of that. Those 2 units make up the bookkeeping qualification. If you do elements of costing, learn how to use Sage accounting software, and this admin unit called Working Effectively in Finance, then those 3 units on top of these 2 make up the certificate in accounting. That's the level 2 AAT qualification. Then you move on to the level 3. This is called the Advanced Diploma in Accounting. You do more advanced bookkeeping. You start to look at the final accounts that businesses prepare at the year end. We're mainly concentrating on sole traders and partnerships at level 3. You do some management accounting. That's all about helping managers make decisions within the workplace by creating any relevant accounting information to help them make these decisions. We learn all about VAT, and we learn about the ethical principles in place for accountants. It's a very ethical profession, and there's many rules that we should follow. Professional competence, professional behaviour, integrity, confidentiality, objectivity, words that we associate with the accounting profession. And there's quite a demand with being able to use spreadsheets at level 3. So if you have got some Excel spreadsheet skills, that would stand you in good stead. If you complete level 3 and you're happy and you want to move on to do level 4, that's called the professional diploma in accounting. You go more in depth on management accounting, and we split it between budgeting and decision making. And we look at the financial statements of limited companies. You already know about sole traders and partnerships from level 3. And then we look at the accounting systems and controls and all the processes that exist within the business to make sure everything's done correctly. At level 4, you have to do 2 options, and there's 2 from a choice of 5. Those are the 5: business tax, personal tax, auditing, cash management, credit management. That's a very quick overview of the suite of qualifications available via AAT. As I say, if you've got any more questions, please do email me later. I'll put the email on the last screen, or put messages in box as we go. Okay, so what do we do at Salisbury College then? So at Salisbury College, you can study AAT on a full-time basis or the more traditional part-time route. So we've already talked about the levels. There is an opportunity at Salisbury, at Wiltshire College and at Salisbury campus, and at all the campuses that offer the AAT courses, there's an opportunity to do level 2, Foundation Certificate in Accounting, and level 3, Advanced Diploma in Accounting in 1 year. It's called a full-time course. You'll probably be on site for about 2.5 days, and then there's some stuff on top of that. Now, this is predominantly aimed at 16 to 19-year-olds who don't want to do A-levels and aren't sure what they want to do, you know. So, but anyone can do it. So you can be an adult learner, you can be a lady returner to work, you can be a 55-year-old man looking to change career. This course is open to anyone, but perhaps traditionally it's more often the 16 to 19-year-olds who know they want to work in accounting, want to get cracking, and they do level 2, level 3 in a year. Level 2 is in the autumn term up until Christmas, and then level 3 is the spring and summer terms. Now, the more traditional AAT route, because it is traditionally a qualification aimed at part-time adult learners, I suppose, there are part-time options. So you can do the Foundation Certificate in Accounting or bookkeeping. Remember, bookkeeping is just those 2 units, bookkeeping transactions and bookkeeping controls. But you would be in the same cohort of students, in the same classroom, because those 2 units are common to all. It's just when those 2 units are complete, by about mid-January, if you started in September, the bookkeepers, they are done, and those doing the level 2 in accounting, they carry on until June. So you can do level 2 and you can do level 3. That's all day, whereas level 2 is in the morning. I've got slides coming up saying when and where you can do it. And then the level 4 would be the natural progression, and that is also basically an 8-hour day at college, 3.5 to 4 hour sessions. Okay. So if I just move down there. So level 2 part-time. You don't need to know anything about accounting to do AAT level 2. If you have got some base knowledge, that's great, that helps. But you don't need to know anything about accounting to do AAT level 2, whether it's the bookkeeping or the accounting qualification. There's a recommendation that you should have some good maths and English skills, maybe grade C, 4 to 5. If you've done more recently at GCSE, is an indication of the level of numeracy and literacy, which would help you. But if you're on the part-time, we assume that you don't know anything about accounting for people who join that course. I have put the other campuses on there just in case. You know, you might live halfway between Salisbury and Trowbridge or Salisbury and Chippenham, but Wiltshire College is based on those 3 main campuses. There are other parts to the college as well, but those are the 3 campuses that offer the AAT courses. So if you wanted to do AAT level 2 part-time, it's a Thursday morning in Trowbridge, it's a Monday morning in Salisbury, it's a Friday morning in Chippenham. That is based on September through to the following June on an academic year. There is an option, you know, if as a result of today you think, oh, I want to do level 2 AAT, there is an option of starting in January, both at Chippenham and Salisbury, and I believe at Trowbridge, but there's an opportunity to do it starting in January where you do a whole day rather than just a morning. So Wednesday morning and Wednesday afternoon, starting in January through to June, you can still, this academic year, do level 2 AAT should you wish to do so. At the end of the presentation, I'll explain what you need to do to enroll on these courses or investigate further. Okay, that's level 2. Part-time, don't need to know anything, just want to learn about accounts. Level 3, now there's an entry requirement for level 3. Level 3 assumes you know everything that happened at level 2. So if you've done level 2 foundation certificate in accounting or level 2 foundation certificate in bookkeeping, that is the suitable course where you progress to level 3. Alternatively, you might already work in an accounts environment and you might have your basic double entry bookkeeping skills, and it might be that you can go straight in at level 3 and you don't actually need to do level 2. The best bet there is to chat to me or any of the accounting teachers at any of the campuses to establish whether or not you're ready to go straight in at level 3. We call it direct entry. Alternatively, you can go to the AAT website and there's a skill check and it asks you a bunch of questions, and at the end of that bunch of questions it says you need to start at level 2 or you're okay to start at level 3. The AAT website is a brilliant website, very informative, very easy to navigate, aat.org.uk. If you do level 3 as a part-time adult learner at Salisbury, it's all day on a Tuesday morning and Tuesday afternoon. I haven't got a slide for level 4, didn't think it was worth putting it in at this stage, but the entry requirement for level 4 is that you've done level 3. And level 4 at Salisbury is on a Thursday. Okay, now earlier I said there's an option of doing it full-time, predominantly aimed at 16 to 19-year-olds, but anyone can do it. If you want to do level 2 and level 3 in 1 year, this is the overview of the program. Your main program is your AAT. I should have said AAT, level 2 and level 3. Now, also, if you are a school leaver, just done your GCSEs, and you haven't got your English and maths at grade 4, there'll be an opportunity for you to retake that or do functional skills, English or maths instead. It's a government directive that everybody should have English and maths to a certain level. So we help you with that if you haven't got your GCSE English or maths yet. You get a tutorial every week. Now that's a split of group tutorials and one-to-one tutorials with a special pastoral tutorial teacher, not with me. I'll be teaching the accounting stuff. But you get a different teacher for your tutorials. Directed study is just an opportunity. Usually it's an opportunity for you to get on with your work in college. Because of COVID, we're asking students at the moment to do their directed study at home. But with the vaccine imminent and everything else, we're hopeful that we're going to be back to normal soon. And similar comments apply to the other two. Enrichment and student union activities are on hold really due to COVID. And also, if you did the full-time course and you are 16 to 19, there is a work experience element to the course where we help you find a placement where you go into the workplace and see what working in an accounting environment is all about. That's on hold at the moment, and the way we're ticking that box at the moment is we're getting outside speakers in to, rather than call it work experience, we're calling it employer engagement. And hopefully it still ticks the box as far as AAT are concerned. Okay. So these are some general slides now that the college has put in, just to point out that us lecturers are very knowledgeable with industry experience. It's true in my case, and in everybody's case, obviously, on all the courses. We've got excellently equipped classrooms, and labs not appropriate for the accounting course. You may know that a lot of money is being spent on the Salisbury campus at the moment. The new building looks really good, very exciting, and the existing buildings in the old block are really well equipped. The IT equipment is, you know, is second to none. It's really good. A lot of investment gone in Salisbury campus over recent years, and certainly this year. Also, as a student at Salisbury College, you will be able to download Microsoft Office 365 at home. So if you haven't got Word and Excel and PowerPoint, you get it free via the college. Also, you get to use OneDrive cloud storage. You know, never run out of space. Anything you want to save, you can save it in the cloud. It's safer in the cloud than it is on a stick or on your computer, because the real clouds do blow away, but that cloud's going nowhere. So, I mean, that's just a general thing for anybody saving anything anywhere. Save it in the cloud, and it's totally safe. You're not going to lose it in the fire. You're not going to lose your stick. You're not going to drop your computer and damage your hard drive. Save it in the cloud. And some specialist accounting software called Sage. If you do level 2, you get to learn Sage, because one of the units at level 2 is being able to be a competent operator of Sage accounting software. Now, as well as the cost of the course, if you're a 16 to 19-year-old doing the level 2, level 3 in a year, then the course won't cost you anything, because the government still pays, because you're a 16 to 19-year-old learner. If you're over 19 wanting to do that course, or over 19 wanting to do any of the part-time options, then there is a course cost, and that's all on the website. I'm not sure about it. It's not my department. I'm just a teacher. I think level 2 accounting course is about 800 or 900, and I think level 3 is about 1,500, I think. So if you're a 16 to 19-year-old learner joining today to think about level 2, level 3 full-time fast track in a year, and you get it for nothing, that's like £2,500 worth of course that the government is paying for you, if you decide to do that. However, whether you're 16 to 19 or a part-time adult learner, everybody has to join the AAT, and that will cost you initially £147. That's £99 membership, which you pay annually, and a one-off £48 admin registration fee. So you only pay the £48 once, and then it's £99 a year while you're still learning as an AAT learner. And this is straight to AAT. This is nothing to do with Salisbury College. If you want to do an AAT course, then you have to be an AAT registered learner, and you just so happen to come to Salisbury College for your classes. If you're doing level 2 bookkeeping, then level 2 bookkeeping, just those 2 units, bookkeeping transactions, bookkeeping controls, you only have to pay the £48. You don't pay a £99 membership until you're on the accounting suite of qualifications. Also, we recommend that you get some books to support your learning. There are 3 main publishers out there providing AAT books. They are Kaplan, Osborne, and BPP. They all do the same job. They're all pretty similar. At Wiltshire College, across all 3 campuses, we recommend Kaplan. Over the years, I've used probably Osborne more than Kaplan. They all do the same job, and you're more than welcome to get the books from all of the publishers. There's a choice when you get your books, because you can get what's called a study text, which is like the instruction manual, and you can also get an exam kit, which is just extra questions. So the cost of your books depends whether you just get the study text or you get the exam kit as well, for all of the units on all of the levels. So I've said here the cost would be around £200, but it might be a bit less. It could be a lot more if you get all the books that are available. Just a rough indication. But you do have to shell out that extra money to become an AAT member and therefore be able to sit the AAT exams, and buying books to support your learning as well. Okay, so it's a whistle-stop tour. It really is, ridiculously quickly. I don't want to overburden anyone with too much information. If you're interested in doing an AAT course at Wiltshire College, Salisbury campus, how do you go about applying? Well, you go to our brand new website. There's been a few teething problems with the website, but hopefully they've all been solved, and it should be very straightforward for you to go to the website, find the course, apply, and then hopefully you'll be contacted by myself or perhaps one of the members of the customer services team to make sure that the course suits your needs. It's not an interview, it's just a chat to make sure you've picked the right course for the right reasons. If you're applying to do level 2 part-time and you know it's level 2 part-time that you need because you're getting into accounts for the first time, you don't really know anything already, and you haven't got any double entry bookkeeping skills, then that's definitely the right place for you, and you can enroll. And a lady probably called Anne Frost in customer services at Salisbury will contact you to say that you're on the course, and she'll sort out payment and stuff like that. So perhaps if you're one of the people interested in doing the level 2 intensive starting in January, and you know that's what you want to do, then you can just crack on and enroll on that course. As I said, any questions as we go along, you pop them in the box. No one's put anything in the box. And also, you can email me or you could phone me. Oh, there you go. I always forget my telephone extension because we're on a strange extension thing. I think it's 3441, I think. Anyway, if you want to phone the college and just ask for me, it gets put through to me if you've got any questions. Okay, like I said, it's a whistle-stop tour. They gave me 30 minutes to do it, and I've taken 24 minutes so far. My next slide is just the general thank you slide, and I'd like to say thanks very much for joining. And as I say, if you've got any questions, phone, email, talk to Anne Frost in customer services. Nothing's popped up in the chat box. I've finished my presentation. I could sit here silently for 5 minutes and see if anything arrives in the way of questions. I don't think it's worth doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say thanks very much for joining. And if you decide to come and do an AAT course at Wiltshire College, Salisbury campus, then I look forward to meeting you soon. And if you decide to go and do an AAT course at either Trowbridge or Chippenham, then Howard at Trowbridge or Perry and Rachel, no, Howard at Chippenham and Rachel and Perry at Trowbridge would very much like to welcome you to their courses there. Okay, well, thanks for joining and maybe see you soon. Bye-bye.